Hello, everyone. This is
Hi.
it. It is almost International Women's Day. So we're here to celebrate and support each other. As women, we have, a lot of responsibilities. We bring, we populate the planet, we bring life. And then what happens when we are reaching our 40s and late 40s? There's a lot of changes. So we're here to educate and share what we know, and so that you know that you're going to be fine, because knowledge is power, and once you have that power, you are not worried about what's coming, right?
Yes, it's so important to start early and to be prepared for menopause, transition, all the changes in the 40 and over. So yeah, I wish I knew this when I was in my early 40s.
Sure. And this is what we do. Me and Cindy take care of women's health. We love to take care of female bodies, and Cindy's a nutritionist, registered, qualified. And me as a Pilates instructor, I definitely have a favorite section about our pelvic floor. The older I get, the more I want to study and learn and practice and share. So there's a lot of things happening. So today we wanted to focus on, and it was Cindy's idea actually. What is the most common requests or questions your clients bring to you and ask you to help them with?
Yes,
So
what are the frequently asked questions? So yeah, go ahead, start. I think that one of them had to do with aches and pains. So yes, the lower back pain, hip pains.
yeah, so I have a lot of clients in the 40s who come with me with lower back pain. And I'm not talking about, they're like different shapes and bodies and environments and activities, the lifestyle. So it's not just like, oh, because you are working at the office or your lower back hurts. No, I have women who come to me with lower back pain who are very active. They're running around on their feet all the time. And others who are very sportive. They are very dedicated to keep active and sporty and do their, the running and the cycling and the skiing. So even if they are all different lifestyles, they still come to me with these aches and pains. So I want to go into it because it's definitely 100% hormonal related. And I'm briefly going to go explain a little bit the anatomy side of it. So this is our pelvis. I is some organs in there as well, but right now I'm going to focus for the bones. And I wanted you to guys know, I don't know if you can see on this side. Where is it? This side.
I see
There.
it there. Yes, the skeletal drawings. Yes.
There. So there's a lot of muscles attached to this bone structure, the pelvis, and a woman especially, pelvic floor muscles are even more delicate and complicated. And why is that? Because when our estrogen and our progesterone are leaving our body, or when our menstrual cycle becomes less regular and more chaotic, that's when things start to hurt a lot around this region. And there is two things, very important things. One, you're starting to have issues with that middle section. We call it the midsection, right? When you start to accumulate a lot more weight in that region, especially lower belly and bloating. And so that sometimes that extra weight in the front of the pelvis makes the posture, it kind of changes the posture. So from here you go to there, and then you start feeling it more into your lower back as your pelvis is trying to bear that weight and equalize it. So that's number one. But if you are super lean, zero fat on your body, very active, running, cycling, and doing all sorts of things, you can still have lower back pain. And that's right, because when these hormones are leaving our body or they are messed and all over the place, they're drying out our bodies. We dry it out. We get our hair are getting drier, our eyes, our mouth too. Yes, our nails, our skin,
And yes, yes.
all the connections here. There's a lot of fluid, cerebral fluid. There's a lot of fluid, definitely in this section and in this section. And then all these connections things start to dry out. And these connections, especially in the lower back section, there are so many muscles connected in that place that going from the back of your lower back, the QL, going all the way to the front and your inner thigh. So there's a lot of things going on in the pelvic floor. And when these guys dry out, they start irritating our bone, like our joints start to hurt. We start to get achy hips, lower back, hips, and knees. They start to dry out, they start complaining, they start to feel uncomfortable when you wake up in the morning, especially. So
Rigid. Yes, a lot of people complain about that. They feel very stiff when they get out of bed in the morning.
yes, and that's like, okay, yes, motion is lotion, and that's because you stayed in bed for 8 hours or whatever. So that also accumulates the dryness, but is the fluctuating hormone. So if you have been like me, who didn't have the period for like 10 months, and then boom, my period came again, instead of having it every 29 days, that keeps everything going and juicy and lovely and flushing and toxins and everything. So this is where things dry out, and that's where the aches and pains start. Everything that is super busy and the congestion, so that's the lower back when it connects with your pelvis, and then you're walking and you're running, it still hurts. It's still gonna hurt because all these connections there are getting more and more dried out. So I know Cindy's gonna talk about what's the solution on that. Apart from motion is lotion, we are going to talk about hydration. We're going to talk
Yes.
sleep. We talk about protein and how to maintain that muscle and keep it strong and powerful to protect your bones and all these joints. So yeah, let's
Yeah.
go through this dryness.
Exactly. I mean, and this is also covered in our 6-week program, the Gut and Pelvic Health Reset, when we focus on protein and converting it to collagen so that it nourishes your skin and your muscles. And the hydration piece is really key, especially using minerals and electrolytes. Also, like if you're someone who is experiencing joint pain, there could be an element of acidity in the body, like you may be eating a lot more sugar or refined carbs. And as we age, our insulin creates a little bit of resistance so that your cells may not be responding as well to insulin. This is where we get the belly fat. And also because of that, you may get more acidity, sugar buildup. They call it glycation. This could affect your skin. It could also affect your joints. I like to add a little bit of potassium bicarbonate into coffee and tea to kind of alkalize it. You can use sodium bicarbonate, which is like baking soda, but it has a little bit of saltiness. People usually don't like the taste in coffee, but those are all electrolytes. So putting potassium and sodium into your liquids. And for those who have, let's say, kidney stones or gout, even harder issues in the body, than just joint pains, you can also take potassium citrate tablets. These also exist. You could take it 1 or 2 times a day to alkalize the body, and that could really help with that buildup of uric acid in the body. Yeah,
Wow.
and I know you, Alexandra, you love having those electrolytes and you exercise and you sweat as a Pilates instructor. So this is really key. But just having some Celtic salt, like sea salt with trace minerals, with some lemon juice, already that will hydrate you very well with the trace minerals and electrolytes.
Absolutely. So there is one supplement that we should all be taking, right?
Magnesium?
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's a mineral that we need more and more as we get older. And this is affecting it's helping with our sleep, it's helping with our muscles, it's helping with our brain function, and
And
it's
bones too.
so
Magnesium is in the
good.
bones
So
too.
if you're not already taking magnesium, I know there's like 8 or 9 different types. They'll have their special power,
Right.
but even if you do a lab test, you won't see that you're lacking magnesium. I think everybody should know now by now. Um, Definitely, I take it through my electrolytes, but you also can take it faster through your skin. Because if I do a day that I'm filming and teaching like crazy, like 8 hours or something like that, I will go into a hot bath full of magnesium Epsom salts so that my muscles and my skin absorbs the magnesium right away, gives you relief, and then you sleep so much better. So there is yeah, the
That's
sleep.
wonderful. Also, again, to neutralize that lactic acid, when you're exercise, you get the sore muscles. The magnesium will then also help. The magnesium bath, like you said.
Oh,
Yeah, which is really great. And talking about bath and water, I mean, we do incorporate a lot of these movements into the program. You do a lot of like sea, I guess, themed
yeah.
exercises, like the mermaid and the crab, which is wonderful. And it really focuses on the core, the pelvic floor.
And the crab and the seal, they are exercises when we're rolling a lot on our spine. And that movement not only lubricates your spine again and your pelvis and that dryness that we were talking about accumulating in the lower part of the spine, it's also your brain is also moving the flow of your blood circulation. So it's not just, cerebral fluid. So that's why these rolling like a ball exercises are very beneficial for women specifically with their dryness and the hormones going crazy. And
Yes.
another is sleep, right? Tell us a little bit about what happens when the postural reasons why your lower back hurts if you have extra lower uh, belly fat or midsection. Is sleep important for this?
Well, I mean, if you don't get enough sleep, you do have more cortisol in the body, and that can affect belly fat. It can slow down your metabolism too. So some people have a hard time losing weight if they don't sleep well. If they have their circadian rhythm cycle managed properly, their metabolism is going to be more efficient too. So then you can lower the belly fat, which is what we all want.
Yeah.
Lower the stress on the body. When you sleep, you regenerate. And of course, there's women who have night sweats and hot flashes during the day, and it's hard for them to sleep at night with the night flashes or the night sweats. But I also recommend these hormone balancing supplements like Vitex, and which balances the progesterone, and then Dongquai or Black Cohosh that helps with estrogen. And there's some nice blends that have both that really address the hot flashes and the night sweats. And that's something you can take just before bedtime, and it could really help you sleep. Of course, magnesium, but really just in general, looking around your environment to see, even if before you go through menopause, before you get your hot flashes, it's a great time to start, right? To look at your environment and reduce any hormone disruptors. Like look at the plastics that are around you. Maybe start to drink out of glass bottles instead of plastic bottles. Eliminate those plastic Tupperwares. Look at what you use, on your clothing, on your skin, like the laundry detergent and the dryer sheets. Those have a lot of fragrances that could be hormone disrupting. And the candles, even the candles, like we were just talking about how if you want that cinnamon apple smell in the house, as
Yeah.
opposed, you could just put cinnamon and apples into a pot of water and boil it for like 5 to 10 minutes, and the whole house will smell really nice. And there's no, disruption of hormones with that natural way.
Same with the skin products, makeup, nails, perfumes, even sometimes some toothbrush or mouthwashes can also disturb that. It's crazy how it's
Yes,
like
the
everywhere.
fluoride, the chlorine, and the tap
Yeah,
water, the heavy.
wax, body soaps. This
Yeah,
is like the smellier they are and artificially the worse for your hormones. So
yeah,
if you
and
go neutral smell like nothing even is the best.
yeah, I mean, there's still lead and heavy metals in the lipsticks, so a lot of women don't realize that they're licking and they're eating in the heavy metals, and this can build up in the body, and it comes through the hair. You can actually get a hair sample, which I offer a hair mineral test, and you can see the amount of heavy metals. And then what I do often is just to find out the source of it first, to eliminate that, and then to start to detox and get it out of the body, because heavy metals can disrupt your brain for brain fog, Alzheimer's. It could disrupt your thyroid, even your microbiome, like the microbes in your gut. So something to consider. And I'm really excited, Alexandra, to just mention to everybody that we are going to update our 6-week program to have an element on hormone disruptors and how to eliminate that. So a nice checklist, a nice little video. And these are bonus materials because our course is always evolving, right?
Yes, we're evolving. The more we learn, you guys, the more we give it to you. So consuming new information and sharing it. For sure, I'm also have been updating the videos. I filmed a couple. I need to upload it using elastic band, so more resistant and resistance in that region. All the muscles around the pelvic floor. There, like I said, there are so many muscles. So a lot of inner thigh work and glutes. The glutes. Without them, guys, our pelvic floor is nothing to support it. It's just hanging there. So we need these glutes, and we lose them again as we get older. I don't know why. It's just that muscle mass. There's so much muscles in that glutes, and they seem to deteriorate as we get older. So you might have a nice round butt when you were young, and then as you get older, it gets more and more flat. That's because the protein, loss of muscle, and the hormones. So we need to support the glutes, the thighs, and of course the abs that help everything stay together. And
Yes, that middle core, the midsection crisis, right? We need to work on
powerhouse.
that.
So
Yes,
yeah,
and you know what? I actually can't wait to see those videos with elastic bands because I was traveling the other week and I had brought my own elastics, which is great. It's so portable. You just put it like it folds up into nothing. You just put it into a
yeah.
little pocket in my backpack, and it's a circular one, so I would just wrap it around my thighs. And I just do the thigh motion, like the outer and inner, and I just felt like that's such a good way to just do that in your hotel room or anywhere, like in bed even. So,
In my app, I have a section for traveling. So there is the small Pilates ball that you can deflate into nothing and
oh,
have it
great.
in as a pillow, and also to stretch and open the chest because we tend to slouch a lot, right, in the plane.
Yes.
Again, dry air. So lots of electrolytes to pack with you. But yeah, in the Lovejoy app, there is our program, Gut and Pelvic Health Reset Program. It's 6 weeks, but it's yours for life. You can reset your gut and your pelvic floor anytime you want. You want to start again, we're there. There is videos and amazing recipes and so well organized. Cindy, it's so beautiful. I love to go through the recipes and when I run out of ideas, I need that fresh ideas and the pictures.
Yes.
So
I
yeah,
know. And we do have the private Facebook group to support our members and help them through the 6 week program.
yes.
So
And
yeah,
every
let everyone know, Alexandra, what are you doing for Women's Day or Women's Month, actually?
So, yes, we are delighted to let you guys have a 30% discount the whole left of March, whatever is left for it, 3 weeks. Really take advantage of this offer for Women's Day, special offer, International Women's Day is going to be linked in the YouTube video below. And in the comments as well, you can ask us any questions. 30% is quite significant, and I really can't wait to see you in the program and interact with there. Is I know it's digital material, and you can manage your own time to do it whenever it's convenient for you. But we also have package B that comes with one-on-one care. So if you have trouble to motivate yourself and you need someone to hold your hand, we're there. And yes, it could be a little bit more extra, but that is also refunded by your employer, your health insurance. So take advantage of that as well. You could take almost 1/3 out of the package deal, right? It's like,
Mhm. Yes, depending on your insurance
yes.
program. Yeah.
Yes, and if you're in Canada, I think I have payment plans. I'm gonna check, but for sure we are here to help you and support you any way we can. That's right. That's what Women's Day is for. We encourage, we support, we strengthen. We want to empower you to have that knowledge to really transition smoothly. And it's not that bad. Once you're across the other side, you don't have to worry about your period anymore. And you just have to keep building your muscles and protein, right? We forgot to talk about protein a little bit. I wanted to talk about what it means in Greek.
Oh
Um,
yeah, go ahead, share with us.
Yes, because the origin of this word protein comes from the word protos, and protos is number one. Protos, defteros, tritos. Protos is number one. So priority, guys. You need to amp your protein any way you can. I know the internet is full of tips and golden recipes for that. The cottage cheese is trading right now. But just having more chicken and more eggs and yogurt, Greek yogurt also has probiotic, really good for your gut. So simple things like that. You don't need to go spending on crazy smoothies and things like that. Nature has provided the protein there for us. So
Yeah, absolutely. And also to digest the protein well, don't forget to do the lemon juice. If you're having like lentils or spinach, to squeeze that lemon juice so you can break down those bonds, and just maintain, like, chew well so you can really absorb it well. And if you have vitamin C, which comes from citrus fruits and berries, if you have that regularly, you're going to be able to convert the protein into collagen a lot more efficiently. And that collagen is great to hold in that water and to lubricate our joints and all that for the skin and our hair and our eyes, right? So yes, if you want more ideas, there's lots of it in our program, and we even cover that for intermittent fasting, because we want to lower insulin, get rid of the belly fat, while we're focused on protein. So we have meal plans in that program that have these amazing recipes, more protein-rich recipes.
Amazing. Thank you, Cindy. And thank you everyone for following and listening. And we can wait to hear any questions you have for any products that you're interested. We can share our links as well. And we always developing and learning more as we look into our favorite subject, gut and pelvic health.
Health,
And
exactly, for women. Anything women's health related, but your midsection is key to
yes,
age gracefully, to age, with strength.
yes, and a nice Pilates waist. Yeah.
Thank you, Alexandra.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
Have a
Uh,
great day. Happy Women's Day again, everyone.
bye.